we're hoping to give you real tangible advice that you can implement from our own experiences, and also how these things affect your mental health. Again, something not really spoken about, but mindset is your mental health. You know, we look after our physical health a lot, we exercise, all this kind of shit, eat fruit and veg, but we don't look after ourselves, especially as entrepreneurs, and mindset kind of marries really nicely to that. So Adam, you've opened businesses in England and in Dubai. So obviously with that comes its own natural challenges.
Yeah.
You know, we just visited one of your refurbs. You know, refurbs in themselves are just the biggest pain in the arse. If you've never done a refurb before and you think property is easy, I've got news for you, yeah? Trust me, it's painful news. So let's talk about what 3 qualities do you think someone needs to have to be successful, to succeed in property?
In property, oh, you've got to put me on the spot here. I would say first of all, discipline. So
Okay,
that discipline is like, if you're a morning person, you're waking up on time and you've got a schedule, so that's discipline. Or if you're a night person, because I'm an evening person, and I have discipline, I structure around my evening where I get the work done and whatever. So that's the key quality you gotta have. You gotta have drive. So when times are hard, you literally gotta be like, okay, this is my end goal and I've got to drive to, or the passion, if you wanna call it. The passion obviously comes from, you gotta enjoy something, you gotta have, you know, you can't, property is not for everyone or any business that you're trying to get to. So you got to know that you have the drive to see through to the end goal. And so the third point would be, okay, I'll have to do this again. I honestly could not think. You could cut this out.
Yeah, so you just give me 3.
Fucking third, what could be? What?
You said passion, drive, and you said discipline. That was 3.
I know, passion, drive, same thing. I want to say.
No, they did well. They are different.
I'll just think of another one. I was thinking.
Yeah, just do the last one. Just say one more.
How would you say resilience? No, when you like don't break down shit. Like
resilient.
Yeah, so not breaking down. Managing the breakdowns or so. Okay, so the third one would be for me resilience. Where you know, it's being an entrepreneur as a businessman or woman is hard. It's difficult. It's challenging. It's always doable, but you got to have a good, strong mindset. Or go towards creating a strong mindset by reading books, hanging around motivational, inspiring people, good circle, or even YouTube videos or watching videos like yours. It's about, I wasn't strong over 5 years ago or 3 years ago in terms of mindset. And my strong, resilient mindset has allowed me to expand internationally. As you said, it naturally comes with its own challenges. So yeah, those 3 points, right? Discipline, your drive or / passion, and your resilient mindset.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with you. I think part of that kind of, the resilience is also the kind of ability to be consistent.
Yeah.
And that leads with discipline as well, because you can't have discipline if you're not consistent. If you're not consistently getting up, when you say you're going to get up, exercising when you say, doing what you say you're going to do, but consistently doing it. Consistently doing viewings, every essay you try and get, you're going to get rejected. Every viewing, you'll get 49 rejections and 1 accepted. So you have to be consistent, have the drive to also be resilient, that when you get slapped back and forth, before you even get to the refurb stage, which is a big punch in the face, you need to be able to bounce back from that. I think another quality to add to that is kind of being relentless, which kind of links to everything we've said, but it's, as well as being resilient and dealing with it, it's then dealing with it, getting back up and going again, and again and again and again, and just being relentless with how you handle things. But I think with being relentless comes, exhaustion, because anything that's relentless, a machine, a motor, is going to get tired and exhausted. So I think, people watching, it's easy for us to say these kind of qualities, and it's easy for you to sort of try and emulate them, but actually it can be exhausting, right? So, in your business, what is one aspect that you just think, or has been, where you're just like, oh my God, I hate this, why do we do this?
So I have multiple businesses, so it depends specifically to which business, but I wouldn't say I hate this part that I'm going to mention. The most difficult part, or the one that needs most managing, is the people. So it's not specifically related to actual people in the team, it's just the whole package that comes with it. It's the development of the people, it's making sure the business stays at the level that you created it 2 years ago, right? My business is solely built on good customer service, and I would stand by it, hence the reviews show, and the reason we're one of the biggest in Birmingham, and the mission statement for Dubai is to be the biggest. within a year or 2 or 3 years, however the team grows. But it's the team that grows it. So that's been the biggest challenge, and it's not that I hate it, actually. In fact, I enjoy it. But to be honest, sometimes they'll be like, why am I doing this? I didn't need to be this big or that, didn't need 20 people or 10 people. But again, it's about relentlessness and being passionate about things, having the drive.
You love what you're doing, so you love the process, so you understand, yes, this person's doing this, it's annoying, but it's part of this bigger picture.
Bigger picture, that's the point.
Which has a big reward, and so you kind of think later, because when you get the reward, you're like, it was nothing.
Yeah, when you get the monetary reward, just not even the satisfaction, so there's two things so I personally, and many business owners get the actual satisfaction of achievement, the sense of achievement, but then the monetary, which supplements the lifestyle that I lived in Dubai, right? And anyone else can as well, but all of that hard work, as you said, the results makes it all worth it.
And it's difficult, people beginning who are watching this, because you're not getting results, and you won't, because it takes X many months, X amount of trying, and in this current property market that we're filming in, it takes even longer. So don't get disheartened, right? Because you can see the results from people like Adam, from people like me, that I speak to, and people you meet, go and network, right? You'll speak to people who have been where you are. Adam has been at a point where he had 0 SAs. He's been at a point where he had 3, he had 5, he had SAs, maybe he thought, let me give this one back, it's not doing very well, or points where he's like, why is this happening? Why are people doing this? I mean, we've all had that, and I think it's important that you share that kind of aspect, because the people is the biggest pain in the ass for me as well. Yeah, because it's a variable, which makes it annoying anyway, but also you can't understand it. Sometimes you're like, what went through your effing head?
Yeah.
When you did that?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
But on that note, the whole purpose of people like us, or people who are watching this, who want to be entrepreneurs, or who are already entrepreneurs and they're growing the business, is the people who are going to make your business international or national, or whatever your goals are. Like even from, say, 2 SA service apartments or 2 refurbs to 4 refurbs, it's the people that you're contractors, you're maintenance people. So if you're in this hemisphere right now to do entrepreneur stuff, it's all about people. And I know this has been told, people say, but people forget it when it's actually happening.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example in Dubai, right? When I'm hiring people, and it's a different level of labor work, different salaries, totally different mindset. There's people come there to just work. It's different mindsets, different issues. The skill level sometimes is not so technical, or whatever it might be. And I was frustrated. I was just like, come on, man, it's hot, and I want to get stuff done. And people think living in Dubai is fun sometimes, but it's not when it's 47 degrees, right? You're trying to get the plumber in, you're trying to get the guy in and stuff. And I've been on the ground then. I've always built my business up by being on the ground. Like we visited this refurb earlier, and it was frustrating, right? I didn't have words for some of the things that was happening in there.
Oh, I had a lot of words.
So but ultimately it goes back to people, right? And so the people are growing my business. People are making my business international, and I enjoy it. I enjoy going for a drink with them afterwards. I enjoy going for dinner with them afterwards, or hanging out with them and seeing the rewards with them, and come to see the positive results together with them. So yeah,
you're definitely a people person. That's one thing, because as you grew your business with people, I was like, yeah, this guy loves it, man. He loves the negotiation, and he loves that kind of staff, manage that kind of element. And I knew that. And of course, even if people are watching this aren't naturally like that, the simple blunt truth is you're gonna have to be like that in some shape or form, because you won't get the deals. The agents say, who's this weirdo? There is an element of just, as easy as it is for us to say, of just saying, just fucking do it.
And I think if people see my journey, and again I'll say follow me and see everything, and I talk about it in my stories, it's like, and before I got into entrepreneurship, I wasn't like this, and it's very hard for people to believe it. Like I was literally the quietest guy, got bullied till 18 or something, and I'm not even gonna lie. So I was really, really bad. I genuinely thought that I can't be smart, and it's not one of those cliche lines. I was. You can my grades, my school grades, and if you speak to people, my school friends, they will tell you this. But I must have done something from there to here today to be able, because I wasn't born with it. And I know there are people who say people are born with these skills, and I don't believe in that, because I literally proved it. The things that I did. From an overview, watch loads of you. We're living in a time where we can just watch your YouTube videos for free, right? Not just about me. You will have loads of the guests. This is from your channel. There's other channels out there, and people Instagram. Most of my Instagram following is motivational, inspirational, with good content I follow, right? So that's helped me. I follow mindset people a lot, and I know this is basic stuff, but people are forgetting that, and they say, "Oh, I just want the car, I just want the Dubai lifestyle." But that was a compounding effect. Even in the 3 years I've known you, that compounding effect have generated that 18% per property that I get, whatever I get, right? So that has, people can learn that. They're watching this, you can go learn it, but step by step, get training. If you're in a corporate job, I've talked about this before as well. If you're in a corporate job, you get a lot of training on business behaviours. Right, before you transition into an entrepreneurship, use those training and learn from it, and bring that training skills into your entrepreneur.
Very well said. It can be done, it can be learned, and it is learned.
Yeah.
You and many others are examples of this, right? So don't believe it's born with it. Don't believe that there's some force behind you're not seeing. The force you're not seeing is hard work, because it's hard to kind of show that consistently.